ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Nlcs Game 4, one win away, ladies and gentlemen, one win away, Dodgers Nation, to the World Series. They get a 10-2 win over the New York Mets. They've just absolutely dominated this series, and I feel like the New York Mets are starting to run out of gas, man. It's just, they have good pitchers, they just didn't have that ace to really compete. The bullpen hasn't really been great for them. And the Dodgers, they've dominated these last two. Especially on the road. They won last night. What did they win last night? I think it was 8-0. Tonight they won 10-2. Just a dominant victory overall. And they need to close this out tomorrow, because I don't want to see Minars and Severino in a, say, in game 6 or 7. Hopefully they can finish this out tomorrow. But all they have to do is get one more win. And the Dodgers, they won 10-2 tonight. They left 12 men on base. It could have been worse than 10-2. But, man, Dodgers one win away from going to the World Series, one win away from the pennant. And they've dominated the Mets, and the Mets, their offense just, tonight their offense actually was able to hit. They were able to try to string together some hits. But besides the solo home run, and then the Nemo beating out a double play, they didn't score any other runs. The only other chance they really had, was that bases loaded in the 6th inning, no outs. Then they strike out, fly out. Should have put Tyrone Taylor in there to pinch run for Nemo. They could have scored a run right there. Not like it mattered in the end, but the Dodgers have scored 10 runs in this game. The Mets have only scored 9 runs this whole series, and I think 5 of them have come from Landon Knack. So that's the only reason the Mets didn't get swept. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he looked really good tonight. The Mets really haven't been able to hit our starters. Jack Flaherty, Buehler, and Yamamoto tonight. The bullpen held things down. The offense just has looked unstoppable. They're just like red hot right now, and one win from the World Series. And just another blowout. It's for the third time in 4 NLCS games. Dodgers have beat the Mets by at least 8 or more runs. Mookie Betts was great. Just the whole offense, the pitching. We'll go over the stat sheet here. We'll talk about the hitting first. Dodgers had 12 total hits tonight for 10 runs. They scored 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth, 3 in the eighth. Just excellent offense tonight all around. Yamamoto was great. 4.1 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and a commanding 3-1 lead. Yamamoto was great, man. Another pretty close to perfect win. Yamamoto did his job, the bullpen did its job, and the offense was unbelievable. Once again, and Dave Roberts played all his cards right. He's done a good job this series with the bullpen. Besides Game 2, he's only made that one bad decision this postseason. Other than that, he's been really good. They just got to take care of business tomorrow and end this shit. The bullpen got a few dicey jams. Shohei and Mookie both went yard. Mookie had a really good game. And they got 10 runs on 12 hits and actually drew 9 walks. I think it's 3 or 4 straight games they drew 7+ walks. And I'm not saying the series is over yet, because they still got to win tomorrow. Not going to say it's over, but it's looking good. They got to win tomorrow. Put this shit away. Evan Phillips, 1.1 innings pitched out of the bullpen, 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts for Evan Phillips. He's been doing a hell of a job this postseason. Blake Trinan goes 1.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout from Blake Trinan. And then Edgardo Henriquez, 2 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So the Dodgers got into a few jams, but they never allowed that big Mets inning. So now we'll talk about the offense now. They had 12 hits for 10 runs with 9 walks. Shohei was 1 for 3, 3 walks, 4 runs scored. Had an RBI on a solo homer to open the game. So they were really just pitching around him tonight. Mookie Betts, my lord. He was 4 for 6, 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He had a 2-run double, 2-run homer. Mookie Betts has had a really good NLCS. I'm so glad he's having a good postseason, because I was kind of trashing on him for the postseason and kind of during the postseason when he wasn't doing much. But he's been a lot better than the past few years. Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 3, 2 walks. Tommy Edman 2 for 6, 3 RBIs. Tommy Edman's had a hell of a series. He's 7 for 17, I think, with 7 RBIs. Man, that was such an underrated pickup. Especially, you know, getting Edman, Kopech, guys like that. Kike Hernandez was 2 for 5 and an RBI. He had a good game tonight. Muncy 1 for 2, 3 walks. His streak come to an end at 12 straight plate appearances. So in 12 straight plate appearances, he'd reach base. Will Smith 1 for 5 and an RBI, had an RBI single. Andy Paz 0 for 4. Chris Taylor 1 for 4, an infield single and a walk. So just the whole offense was great in general. For the Mets, Jose Quintana, 3.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. I mean, he pitched really well until tonight. And that's why I said I wasn't concerned. Because, yeah, Jose Quintana pitched really well, but he's hittable. And he tried to get the Dodgers to chase, threw a lot of pitches out of the zone. Dodgers didn't really chase. That's what the Dodgers are just a way better team than the Phillies. Like, they're not going to chase as much as the Phillies did. Jose Butto, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Then Phil Mayton, 1.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. And then Danny Young, 2.1 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts for their pitching staff. For the Mets offense, Lindor was 2 for 5, Vientos 2 for 5 and an RBI, Alonso 1 for 4 and a walk, Nemo 2 for 5 and an RBI, beat out that double play and RBI. Marte was 1 for 5, JD Martinez 0 for 2, 2 walks. Meaning, yeah, he got another walk, like, that's good, but I don't know. As for the Mets, man, Carlos Mendoza, the manager's had a brutal 2-game stretch. In Game 3, started JD Martinez over Winker, when Winker had solid numbers, 4 homers versus Buehler. No one attempted to bunt towards Freeman, who really couldn't move that much, and the game got a hand after Buehler got Alvarez and Lindor. And Game 4, he started Martinez over Winker again. He went for Beto and Mayton out of the pen when Stanek should have been the first arm. The game went from 3-2 to 7-2 in blink of an eye. I don't know, I just feel like Mendoza's had a brutal last 2 games. For the rest of the offense, we'll talk about them now. Glacius 1 for 4. Yeah, he had the bases loaded, no outs, and oh my God, oh, he strikes out. Harrison Bader was 0 for 2. Some pinch hitters. McNeil was 0 for 1. He's been absolutely useless in this postseason. Jose Iglesias struck out against Evan Phillips. Jeff McNeil flew out, and Jesse Winker lined out. They finally put in Jesse Winker when it was like a 5-run game. I mean, he hit it hard, but I guess the ball, I thought it was gone off the bat, but the ball just freaking died. McNeil's been useless. He's had 3 at-bats. I don't think he's going to hit any of them. Tyron Taylor was 0 for 1. Francisco Alvarez 1 for 1. He got hit by a pitch and exited the game. I think the Dodgers have outscored the Mets, 30-9 in this series. I think like 5 of those runs have come off Landon Knack. So if you take that away, the Mets only have like 4 runs. And then Winker and Torrens were each 0 for 1. So we went over all the stat sheets here. I guess final thoughts. 1 win away from the World Series. And I guess it's fun while it was lasting for the Mets. If you're a Mets fan, it's gonna hurt because it's a magical season. It's just the Dodgers are just a better team. Just no disrespect to the Mets because they've had a really good run. It's just the Dodgers way better team. Just more discipline at the plate. The Mets have tried to get him to chase, and they just haven't. And when they've thrown pitches, pitches in the zone, the Dodgers have been all over them. So I don't know what you do if you're the Mets, but 1 win away from the World Series. And the Mets have faced a really good team, like deep lineup, they work counts, and just 1 win away. And the Dodgers really haven't had that stressful game, feels like, since that game 3 of the NLDS against the Padres. Other than that, they really haven't had that heart attack game. Dodgers lineup gets on base, and the rest of they score runs, man. Power. They have power, discipline, they hit for contact, like, this team's so good. Just the offense was great in general, the pitching was great. That was the thing that people were kind of questioning, I kind of was too, heading into this postseason, was how would the pitching hold up? The starting pitching's been great, the bullpen's been exceptional, the offense is getting really hot. This team, man, it's just so freaking good. As for the Mets, they're now down 3-1. I'm not going to say the series is over, because I don't want to say, oh, it's over, and it comes back to bite me in the ass, because teams can come back from 3-1, but it's just the Mets pitching staff just looks tired, they just look gassed. But the Dodgers still got to put this away tomorrow. They got to put this away, just end this series. It's just the Mets are 4 for 29 with runners in scoring position in the first 4 games of this series, and they've left 35 men on base. The pitchers have surrendered 31 walks. The Dodgers are a tough baseball team. We're a really tough baseball team. But yeah, we'll go over the scoring summary. Ohtani in the top of the first homer made it 1-0. Then Vientos tied it up 1-1. Edman doubled, and then KK in the top of the third hit an RBI infield single, made it 3-1. Nemo beat out a double play, fielder's choice, made it 3-2. Then the top of the fourth, Betts hit a 2-run homer, hit a 2-run double. Then the top of the sixth hit a 2-run homer, made it 7-2. In the top of the eighth, Edmonds hit an RBI double, scored 2 runs, and then Will Smith with an RBI single made it 10-2 the final. So yeah, that's really what I gotta say. See you guys tomorrow for Game 5. And hopefully the Dodgers can put this series away and punch their ticket to the World Series. I think the game's at, look here, 5:08 p.m. So probably around 8, 9, something like that. I'll probably be here for the post game. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Go Dodgers. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more.